going on? So I know a couple weeks ago I did a video about being the end of camping season. That's only partially true. And a lot of the state parks in Pennsylvania, camping season ends sometime in October. There are some state parks, like Promised Land State Park right here, where they're open year-round. It's greatly diminished amount of sites you can use, and the amenities are kind of cut back. You got a bathroom, a heated bathroom. But camping when it's off-season, basically had the whole place to yourself. So it's supposed to get down to about 20 tonight, 20 or so. Got the hammock set up. I'll show that in a few minutes. A little bit different than what I usually use. Got some kind of half-assed quilts I made, winter quilts. But we'll see. I should be plenty warm. If it gets too cold, I do have my Snug Pack cocoon I can throw on there. I'm going to try to avoid using that one. I just use all my own gear that I made. So just kind of going to be a relaxing overnight camp here at Promised Land. Really kind of needed it. Took some time for myself, and just trying to enjoy it. So, all right, let's see what happens. My camera has been acting up, so we'll see what happens with the old Nikon. If I have to, I'll switch to GoPro or my phone, which gets a little squirrely sometimes in cold weather. But we'll see what happens. All right, let's check it out. So the footage of the quilts got corrupted on the camera for some reason. So basically what I got is my winter underquilt outside my summer underquilt, and then up top I've got just the opposite. I got my winter quilt inside my summer quilt, and making like a little self-made cocoon in there. Pretty simple, pretty basic. So Promised Land is one of the old Civilian Conservation Corps parks. This is actually an old CCC camp back in the 30s and 40s. And I really, really like these old parks. Don't get me wrong, the new parks, ones that have been, decent DCNR parks, are nice too. But there's something about these old CCC. Or you see, this is Camp 139, called Camp Pocono. And the CCC was pretty big. I didn't realize more than 3 million people, 33 to 42. But you get these some of these old buildings are still standing, and just the stonework that was done in some of these parks. It's pretty cool. Promised Land's done a really good job at trying to keep the old and update the newer buildings. The facilities, like, I don't know if you can really see it here, but let's see if I can zoom in there a little bit. Like over here is one of the new restrooms. Really nice facilities. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a very neat place. Promised Land is a state park and a town, kind of mixed together. Pretty cool.
It's a nice fire. Well, I had a hard time getting it started. There's owls everywhere. Probably not coming through, but I can hear them across the lake. I can hear them right out here. Anyway, so I kind of spoiled myself with starting fires. For a long time, just doing car camping, I bring a door flame or something like that with me, and it's amazing how fast you forget how to actually start a fire without one. So I gotta get better at that. Spend more time making fires. I know the method, I know how to do it. It's just when you're out of practice, it's rough. But yeah, so tonight it's supposed to get down, they said like in the 20s, mid to low 20s. Right here in the park, it might get a little bit colder in it, so we'll see. We'll see how cold it gets. There's actually ice on my top quilt when I woke up this morning, and on the tarp. That's the view from the hammock this morning. Just try to get a little drink of water, and yeah, it got cold. Got some ice in there. Got down to 24, 25. Quilts and everything held up really, really, really well. I was toasty warm underneath there. Even though I had ice on the top quilt. I got some ice on the, well, frost. Packed everything up at the campsite and headed out here to Little Egypt Meadow Lake in the Delaware State Forest, which is right next door to Promised Land State Park. Beautiful area. So just a peaceful couple of days, kind of resetting like I needed to do. And my quilt system worked great. I was so warm last night. I was so happy with that. The winter quilt with the summer quilt. I put the winter quilt inside the summer quilt, and when I woke up in the morning, ice had formed on the top quilt, on the on top of me, and didn't even realize it was that cold. So it was nice. Tons of owls flying around last night. I could hear different kinds of owls and deer yelling and foxes yelling and all kinds of stuff. It was pretty cool. There's a beaver right next to the camp, so I kept on slapping his tail. So it's pretty cool, but uneventful. Exactly what I needed. So I plan on what I'm going to do next. See if maybe something comes up this weekend. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.